Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Beetle Super Swim and getting this all working here. First I need to get over to Forest Haven, so give me just 1 second while I get there. A bit slow, but that'll get us there. Um, Instead of saving and quitting every single time, or instead of quitting without saving, there is also a fast way to reset the Beetle swim if Beetle happens to start to move away, or if he happens to be in a position where you don't want him to be and you just want to reset Beetle's position. All you need to do is just enter into the shop ship and come back out, and it will reset him back to where he currently is on the screen right now. Now, to get this all working, let me go ahead and reset Beetle here really quick. In order to get the swim working, right now you want the barrel to be at a good slope into the water. Right now, because of the way this ridge works, Beetle's default position tends to cause a lot of problems. It's not impossible to super swim like this, it's just really hard. So if you go over here and come right back to let Beetle scoot up a little bit, it puts him in a bit of a better position for you to be able to get the super swim working. So once you have your grapple hook out, you want to go ahead, start an item slide forward, and after about three bumps of the dot right here. So if you watch the dot, 1, 2, 3, that's about as much speed as you need to get to where you need to go. So at this point, you want to go ahead and change the direction, get into the water, and once you're in the water, I'm right now holding ESS down, and Link is kind of going against the wall like this. So if I want him to turn around on a dime so he can go where I want to go ahead, hold ESS up, unpause, pause, and now I'm very far away from Forest Haven, and so now I just want to hold down ESS, and that will make Link go back in that direction that I want. Or, in this case, I had a bit too much speed and ended up splooshing. So, that can happen a little bit, especially if you happen to charge up a bit too much speed. 3 bounces is what you want for this, but if you have really high ESS, or if it takes you a moment to get into the water, then there is a chance that 3 bounces can be too much, just because of the additional time that you need. But let me go ahead and get back to Forest Haven here really quick, so I can try this swim again. The swim right here also runs off of a very similar idea, where you want to just slowly edge yourself into the water, kind of get stuck against the wall here a little bit, and then once you're in the water, then you can be moved around by the camera, and then your speed can adjust as you go forward like this. We'll just let Coral catch us. It's a little bit of a long video, I do apologize for that, but I do want to at least show you the full swim from here to Forsaken Fortress 2. Alright, so right now, Beetle's in a pretty good spot. He moved a little bit during the text, so we're just gonna go here. After about 3 or so bounces, I'm in the water. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna change to up ESS, unpause, pause. I'm gonna change to down ESS, and that still was a bit too fast, but that's mainly the idea. You want to just hold up for a moment to get away. What can help out in this particular case are frame perfect pauses, and this is going to be a lot of the basis of the manual super swim when you start to learn that. But if you want to advance the game 1 frame at a time, you want to try and pause as soon as you're able to. That way, if you have a chance to, if you're only pausing 1 frame instead of 2 or 3, then the game can't advance nearly as far, and you have more of an opportunity to adjust. So that's why you want to try and go for frame perfect pausing there, but if you can't go for that quite yet, completely understandable. That is some technique that does take a bit of time to get up and running. So if that's something that you can't quite do yet, that's completely okay, but I do recommend trying to work for it. I'm going to go ahead and attempt it one more time, see if I can pull this off here. think I'm charging up just a bit too much speed. So I'm going to try and kind of lowball it here, just to show you what we should be looking at. So we're going to wait for Beedle to move, going to roll up, he's in a good spot, going to drop down, turn around, pull out the grappling hook, going to go 1, 2, 3, and now I'm pretty much already in the water. I'm just going to slip in, going to go over here, going to pause, shift from down ESS to up ESS, pause again. So that's a frame perfect pause right there. That was pretty instant, and you can see that I'm not very far away from Forest Haven, but I am clear of it. So now I want to hold down ESS, and I can go wherever I would like. And so if I want to get to Forsaken Fortress, one thing I always like to do is going around this rock right here. If you see the texture on the rock load up, that means that Forsaken Fortress is good to swim into and you won't sploosh. And then from there, you just clip in and continue the run as normal.